It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
For just £6 a month, binge ad-free adventures in full and have access to so much more over at patreon.com/Sherlock & Co. Previously on Sherlock & Co.
Hey. Can we pick up the pace? I mean, the only people not rushing around in this bookshop are you and Mariana, the same people that, have been asked to get to a crime scene as soon as possible. Great. Is it a good one? Is it, mate?
Manley's work is the best.
Well, you should probably buy it. The shop owner looks pretty stressed over there.
Mr. Holder, you are missing something.
Yes. Sorry. You're right. We have a lost manuscript by Sir Edward Gorman, accredited and verified literally 46 hours ago by Anthems. And that man there is George Burnwell. And he is here to give us £3 million fucking pounds.
For what?
For the manuscript in that glass case. The lost manuscript, now found. Huckton Bruce and the escapade of the Beryl Coronet. Written in 1892 by Sir Edward Gorman in his own hand, but never published.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all, the absent Michael Holder included, count yourselves, in one way or another, as the victims of this singular crime. But I am here to tell you, you are all, in fact, suspects.
What? Suspects? I didn't call myself a victim. I'm not going to stand here
now,
and listen to this.
I shall embrace my fictitious forebear, and we will embark on an escapade of our own, or as Dr. John Watson here would call them, adventures. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the adventure of the Beryl Coronet. End of part 1.
No refunds on your Patreon membership for this adventure before you start asking. Okay, this is the price you pay, literally, for supporting our little detective consultancy. You're along for the ride. You want the highs? Great. Have the highs. Enjoy the highs. Well, here's the lows. Yeah, Beryl Coronet Part 2. A swearing warning for you, and also a warning that sometimes crime just isn't that exciting, but is still technically crime. So, yeah, alright, I'll see you at the end, and you better listen to the end, okay? Because I work my arse off for this stupid podcast, and I'm gonna cut this before I rant at you. I'll just cut into my narration when I was still outside the, still recording. Hello all, currently walking back to Holder's Books. I was sent on a little errand to our irregular friends to get some answers on the missing brother, Michael Holder. Still not shown his face, obviously, not looking good. Bloke has been, frequenting his old buddies of the crime world, apparently, that's the word on the street. Literally. Some pawn shops here, some other disreputable establishments. So yeah, we're here. Actually, pretty close by to Baker Street at Holder's Books. We're doing whatever we're doing. Can't exactly call it an adventure, can I? Literally just sat in a bookshop. But yeah, Sherlock thinks it's worth it, so here we are. Not at the dog poo bag murder, but here, because a detective story has gone missing. Some would argue that 2 detective stories have gone missing this week, wouldn't they? One from 1890-something and one from your weekly supply of thrilling adventures by Dr. John H. Watson. So, yeah. Ow, God's sake. I forgot you locked the door. Mariana! Mariana, can you let me in? Mariana, it's not funny. I know you can see me.
Hey,
Hey,
were the Irregulars helpful?
in their own way. I lost 2 thumb wars, had to give them 50 quid. The second guy drew blood, look at that.
Oh, did they find the Holder brother?
They said they'd seen him, yeah.
Doing what?
With lenders, criminal gangster types.
That does not look good for him.
That looks excellent for him.
Sorry, what? Hey, where have you been?
Outside.
No, I've been outside. I didn't see you out there.
I went out a different way.
What way?
The same one our thief did. The fire exit there, painted like a bookshelf, against fire regulations, but ever so pleasing, isn't it?
Well, set that off, mate. You'll get an almighty shush from these lot.
It won't set off, because it's been disabled, as has the security camera. All rather delicious, wouldn't you agree?
Delicious.
Oh, very much so. And the latest ingredient you have delivered from our Irregulars? I'm rather damn near salivating, Watson.
Yeah, well, I'd rather you didn't.
We shall chop up that little bulb of information and drop it into the stew.
Great. And when will the stew be ready?
About 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, so pretty brisk stew. Is there any chance we could chuck that information into, a stir fry or like a microwave meal, then head on over to Muffin the murderer?
Muffin is not your dog-lead murderer. Excuse me, Mr. Prosper. Mr. Prosper, just a moment, please.
I really do think it's time you stopped this silly game, you know?
No, I'd like to speak to you.
Well, you'd like to embarrass me in front of my friends.
No, not at all.
Then what? Is this some sort of prank? You took the pages, didn't you? I've seen the way this man rolls his eyes when we speak of our fandom.
I didn't roll my eyes.
The Hucktonian Society is a noble you just did it again!
Oh, did I really? It must be a natural reflex. I might be more cynical than I thought.
Francis Prosper, if I were you, I would give this quiet moment between us a little more consideration.
And why would I do that? You have no evidence that this Rolex is fake, by the way, sir.
You would do that because I am eliminating you first.
It was purchased for... eliminating?
As a suspect.
Oh.
First, I must acknowledge how you have been classified as such. In this instance, the fervent obsessions, the defender of an influential organisation within the community. In this instance, the Hucktonian Society, a leading voice among the stubborn custodians of the original works, then coupled with your rapacious appetite for these shiny, albeit bootleg items.
Now,
Merely temperamental inference, Mr. Prosper. You needn't worry. In the race for absolution, you are in first place. Now, with your cooperation, I would like to nudge you over the finish line, wrap a victorious sash around your neck, and present you with a medal.
He means just sit down, play nice, and you'll be all right.
Oh. Okay. Just here.
Please.
There's someone at the door of the shop. A homeless man.
Ah, perfect. Oh, Mariana?
Everything okay?
Everything is wonderful. Could you do me a favour and take £2,000 from the till, please?
What?
What?
Pretend you didn't hear that, Mr. Prosper. Yes, 2,000, please. It's an old-style merchant till. Just put in 00, press subtotal, then cash total, and it will pop open.
Sherlock?
Then give it to the fellow at the door, please. Many thanks.
Sherlock, listen to me.
This
is not cool, mate.
Oh, is it not?
No, you can't just go and...
You can't make me steal from the till of an independent bookshop.
Mr. Holder! Alexander!
Yes? What? Can we unlock the doors now?
No. Just a quick question. When would you like the missing pages returned?
What?
When would you like...
I heard you!
Then answer the question.
Today! Immediately!
Excellent. Mariana, take the money. Give it to our irregular. Many thanks.
Right, sorry, when was this arranged?
Plenty has been done in the chilly alley outside, and right here, in the warmth, on my phone. Hucktonian methods of Victorian London, but on a modern application.
If I give the money to that guy, that's going to...
Get the rest of the manuscript back in time, yes.
Everything all right?
Well, is everything all right, Mariana Ametxazurra?
It better be, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, to Mr. Francis Prosper. You believe George Burnwell to be a dim-witted dildo, it says here. And a clueless cocky... Well, I can't say the next word on my companion's podcast, but I admire your alliteration skills, Mr. Prosper. Careful with your Reddit username, it's very clearly you. Now affirm this for me. This position against our wealthy friend, is it shared by the Hucktonian Society members?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't? Allow me then to put it in your alliterative terms. Are you singular, solitary, and self-sustaining in your simmering scorn, privately preserving a persistent personal prejudice towards George Burnwell, or is this spite shared, spread, and silently sustained among a secretive, sympathetic, similarly soured set of souls of such a self-selected, sincere society?
Jesus Christ.
You think that I, or others from the Hucktonian Society, sabotage the works of Sir Edward Gorman because I don't like George Burnwell? Do you think that I'd rather sully that godsend of literature because I don't like the man buying it? That's the conclusion you've come to, is it? Well, let me tell you something about detective work, sir.
That won't be necessary, we're in a hurry.
No. Listen to me. Look me in the eyes.
Shush. Bookshop. Mr. Prosper, I'll ask again, is this a popular opinion in the Hucktonian Society?
That Burnwell shouldn't have it. Of course. Well, he doesn't know a damn thing about the works. He says it'll be on display, but has anything else he's bought up ever been on display?
Not interested enough in that question to answer it. Sorry. The fundraising to outbid him, what did it reach?
Well, not £3 million, obviously.
Indeed. And lastly, your movements at the reading. From the images I've seen, you were located closest to the glass case.
Images?
Modern applications, Mr. Prosper.
I'm chairman of the Hucktonian Society.
So, you get a comfy front row seat, is that what you're saying?
I was sat next to the case because I was charged with opening it and handing the manuscript over to Geoffrey Moore to read. He's 91, for crying out loud. I was then requested to be on hand for assistance as the manuscript is handwritten, and I am quite adept at reading Gorman's scrawl. I have read his many letters to his mother. I've read his diary many times.
Good for you. The reading ends, but you don't put the manuscript back.
No, I was due to speak, and I did a bit later than planned. Alexander, Mr. Holder, did, there was a photo opportunity, if I recall correctly, and Alexander took it off me.
I see.
You think he stole it? Mr. Holmes, if it hasn't already been made clear, his brother is an actual thief, and he was here in this very bookshop for the reading, looking down on us, from up there on the mezzanine. And we weren't even made aware.
Yes, I know all this.
You do realize you're spending all this time questioning me, and, he is most likely the one with those 3 missing pages. You do realize that.
It is not most likely that he has those missing pages, Mr. Prosper.
You do not have the sharpness of a real detective.
It is a certainty.
What?
What?
Then why on earth am I being held against my will?
Your daydream, Francis. In your speech.
My daydream? Of the manuscript?
You said for a moment you saw that it was missing.
I did. But I felt... so... my mind was swimming, and...
You carried on, and then what?
towards the end of my speech, I could see it was there. It didn't vanish. It was just... a trick. A trick of the occasion. The moment.
It wasn't. Thank you for your time.
Wait.
Oh, and the fundraising amount from the society. You said it wasn't £3 million. What was it?
It was 2.2.
2.2. Well, best of luck, Mr. Prosper.
Best of luck with what?
With your purchase. This way, Watson.
Wait,
purchase?
Are we leaving?
What purchase?
Not quite. This way, Mr. Prosper. Mariana, this man is free to go. Everybody wave bye-bye.
Sorry, why exactly? Can
wave, everybody. Come on. Night-night, Francis.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Yes. No, I was just, if you wanted any more information on Huckton Bruce... I've left my scarf.
I think he's saying he forgot his scarf.
He doesn't need it, and it's fake Burberry anyway.
Right.
Who next, Watson? Alexander Holder? Michael Holder? Michelle Holder? Or George Burnwell?
Well, Michael Holder isn't here, mate.
He is not. Let's hope the Irregulars work fast. So, we have Michelle and George. They could be interesting to question together, if they can keep their hands out of each other's pants.
Jesus Christ!
I'm going to call the police.
And George is going to be busy calling the police, apparently. So,
Why are you looking at me?
Alexander Holder of Holder's Books, come to the chair.
Right, so this is the picture of the corpse. Oh, no, wait, that's Swindon highlight. It's probably an even harder watch than the crime photos. Where are they? There we go. Corpse. See the 1-inch sort of strangulation mark around his neck?
It's sort of blue.
Yeah, blue staining. Could be some oxygen flow issues from the strangulation. Could be fibres from the dog lead.
John, you can't just share crime scene photos.
His name is Charles Ryan, churchwarden in Lambeth. Dog poo bag on his head in this pic. Look.
Well, the dog lead isn't blue. How would the staining be blue on his neck?
Please put your phone away, John. I told you I'm working on it.
Sure, we'll be there to crack that case anyway, so... Yep.
But you're here.
Yep.
Why?
To see which one of you lot stole those pages.
Me? Really?
Yep.
I wouldn't do it, would I?
I don't know, would you?
The key part of your statement there, Dr. Watson, is the first half. You don't know. So why exactly should I entertain the second half?
Why didn't you tell anybody you invited your brother here?
Because he's... That's obvious.
Is it?
Yes. Obvious indeed.
Yes, they... You know, they hate him. They judge him. They judge me. They don't understand half the things he's been through.
Like prison?
Yes, like prison. And did you know he was sectioned under the Mental Health Act? Did you know that as well? Do you have any idea what that did to his prospects? To everything about his life?
Alexander Holder, you know enough about crime stories, okay? You know that our job is to locate the missing pages of the Beryl Coronet. And right now, my boss, this guy right here, says your brother has those 3 pages.
That is bollocks.
What?
Exactly. Thank you, Doctor.
He's not your boss.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, goodness
No,
sake.
he's not.
Yes, I am.
You're not. We're equal partners. Directors in this company.
Yes, but under the operations arm of the company, I am the boss. This is an operation.
The company doesn't have arms. We're 3 millennials in a flat.
Oh, I'm Gen Z, actually.
If anything, I'm more senior than Sherlock.
In the media arm of the company, yes.
Stop with the arms.
I'm right.
You're not right. You get off.
You get off of me.
No, you
Get. Stop. Ow. You're pinching.
yeah, pinching you right in the operations arm. How'd you like that?
Ow.
You honestly see yourselves as the modern equivalent to the great Huckton Bruce. Unbelievable.
He's fictional.
Look at you, bickering, floundering, but lo and behold, what do you see dangling in front of you, eh? The low-hanging fruit. My brother. You know, the key to the Huckton stories was the unexpected. There was always a hidden motive. A suspect pulled out of the hat in just a moment of magic. But you... No. First thing you hear, first thing you see, oh, he's a criminal, that'll do. You're so far off. At every turn, you haven't examined the crime scene, even remotely. You haven't even thought...
I assure you I have. And most of the relevant things within a quarter-mile radius.
And what exactly did you infer from the crime scene, then?
Once the reading concluded last night, the refreshments were served immediately after. Various members of the society had their photos taken next to the manuscript. Members such as @Huckton Bruce 66, @Charlotte 888, @Escapade Guy 9. I could go on for dozens more. I've examined every single one of them. All of them show the glass case in its correct placement. But for the final photo, Not on social media, but posted on your website, Mr. Holder. Here. Just you, your daughter Michelle, and the buyer, George Burnwell, OBE.
So?
So the manuscript disappeared between the final photo I can see here, posted on Instagram by a member of the society at 9:03 p.m, and then this photo taken by you at 10:48 p.m, according to the metadata once downloaded. Yet you made it seem that the 3 pages were taken overnight while the shop was locked and closed. Why?
It's
Mr. Holder, have you noticed how you talk with your hands?
Yes, I know. I do that a lot.
Indeed you do, but not when you lie. We call these lively hands illustrators. When speaking truthfully, you illustrate your points when taken from memory. But then, observe this sudden stillness when faced with an improvised truth. Let's put it that way. Now, I would like you and your hands to tell me exactly what happened between 9:03 and 10:48 last night.
Alex, everything will be easier after this point, okay, mate? I know it feels like things will get harder, but I've seen this so many times. Just push through this barrier, and I promise you the weight is going to lift.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. It's okay.
Okay. Yes. Francis made a speech. 9:45 p.m. I know that was the time because I asked him to push it back 15 minutes after his allocated Hucktonian address time of 9:30 that we arranged. Things overran it. Yes. Anyway, while he was speaking, I wanted to take the opportunity to sneak my brother out of there. Like I say, we were raised on Huckton escapades, you know? Some of the only happy memories we share together, to be honest. And I wanted to have him witness that evening in our parents' bookshop. It doesn't matter to you or to them, but it does. It did to me. I went up to the mezzanine that overlooks the shop floor, and he was gone. At first I assumed that he had let himself out, but this was left behind.
His phone?
Yes. And that was a little odd, so I just assumed he was in the toilet, but from his spot, where I had placed him to keep him out of sight, I could see right down to the glass display case by the back wall. The speech was taking place at the other side of the shop entirely. Everyone was facing Francis, and not the case. It was being held open by my brother. He had his hand on the manuscript. I nearly screamed out, but we locked eyes. He fumbled it back into place, and he ran out the fire exit on the back wall. He must have, Jesus Christ. I don't know what he was thinking. I've never understood most of his actions, to be honest, but I didn't know then. I thought I'd caught him in the act and he'd ran away, and I suppose I sort of said goodbye to my brother right there and then. I didn't know
that there were now pages missing.
Yes. I wasn't lying as such. I thought it was all there. The security camera was off, so I had to put that back on. That could have been him. I don't know. I have my brand new alarm system for overnight. The case is borrowed, very expensive. Has got these pressure things, lasers maybe. I don't know. I locked it all up, enabled all the Fort Knox stuff on the thing, got an app for it and everything. I came back in this morning. It was there. Fine. And I was required to take photos of all the pages for the sale documentation, and that's when I realized. It took an hour just to stop my brain from spinning and swirling around. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I knew George Burnwell was coming in this afternoon. There was supposed to be this BBC thing, one show thing. I quickly called and cancelled that. The producer was furious. I wanted to call George, but I think I've I've always been a fighter, you see. I'm stubborn.
Yes, I've noted that, Mr. Holder.
And I was convinced I could pull something off. Last minute.
Some magic out of the hat.
Yes, quite. I couldn't call my brother, obviously, because I had his phone, but maybe he would bottle it and bring them back, or maybe he was on something or drunk when he did it, and the sober light of day would... Yes. Well, apparently not. Apparently not. Fucker.
So, is it low-hanging fruit, or do you think he did it, Alex?
He confessed with his eyes. You know, you talk about my hands. You could always tell by my brother's eyes that he'd, fuck up and been gambling again, or using again, or drinking again. You could always tell. It was in his eyes that he was hiding something. In baby photos, you'd see him, poof, these big headlights beaming out of his face, All his life they were there, telling the truth, and the moment I clocked him from up there looking down, I knew. His eyes told me. He confessed. He confessed.
Thank you, Alex, for taking this moment.
Oh, that reminds me. I must confess, I have stolen also.
What?
I stole £2,000 from your till. Well, this lady did.
Sherlock?
Sorry, what?
But don't worry, it is a sound investment. Just on time, Mr. Holder.
Why are you shouting at me?
I'm not shouting at you. Watson, open the shop door, please.
Oh my God, we're closed!
Michael! What in the...
is he doing here?
Sorry, I'm letting him in, am I?
Oh, certainly.
Don't even think about letting him in.
Yes, he's a criminal.
He's the boss. He told me to. I have to let him in.
See, I told you he was the boss.
Hello, you must be Michael.
That's right. Thank you for your help.
Come in, please. We're in a hurry. I've got murders to solve,
How could you fucking do this, you bastard of...
Dad! Whoa.
You've ruined him. You've ruined
I want him out of here.
He's not going anywhere.
I refuse to share, let alone a room, oxygen with this twat.
Yep, I'm done, Dad. He's a lowlife.
Careful, Michelle. Careful now.
Careful, honestly. He doesn't deserve it.
Oh, but you know that he does.
I have them. Here.
Oh my god. The pages, they're intact. Everyone back. Nobody touched them. Nobody touched them but me.
I'm so sorry, everyone, and I understand if... Yeah, I understand. I've been in prison before. Maybe that's the best place for me.
Why did you do it?
Just... usual. Michael Holder... shit. Desperate, I suppose.
Do you owe something to somebody, or... Because if you do, you honestly think I'd sit on £3 million and not help you out for... What are you thinking?
Dunno.
Well, I do. You're lying. You are lying again, Mike.
Alexander, I'm going to have to reconsider purchasing this. I hope you understand.
George, please. God's sake, Michael. Is there anything you can't fuck up?
Sherlock, I feel like we should...
Alex,
maybe go.
Yeah, this is personal.
But what about the ending?
Forgive me, everyone. I'll go now.
The ending?
The magic from the hat.
Dad.
Not now, Michelle. This needs to be heard now.
So sorry to interrupt. We're just going to skip forward a few pages to the end.
What?
Michael, any change from your purchase?
I thought we weren't going to discuss...
Come on, chop.
£800 change.
Oh, bargain. Well done, Michael.
Here.
Ah, thank you. But it's not mine.
It's your brother's.
Oh.
This cash is from the till.
It is, yes. Well, it's from a pawn shop, I'd say. Interesting, judging by the smell. That nitric tang. Yes, it's the testing agents, used on pawned metals to judge their value. Very familiar smell from some of my earliest cases. Well, you must have purchased it off a pawn shop owner, perhaps a loan shark, moneylender of some description. You couldn't have pawned the pages.
Well, that's... I stole the pages, then I stole them, then I pawned them, yeah.
Well, now, that doesn't make any sense, Michael.
They screwed me over, so I needed the money from you guys.
Are these the lying eyes you recognise, Alexander?
No, look.
I've sent in a regular contractor of ours to provide you with cash. Do you know why? Because you were reported visiting your old creditors, your old chums in the murky gambling circles, the lending sharks. Why?
Look, I took the manuscript and I confessed. Job done, case closed.
Let me tell you how pawn shops work, Michael. You take an item, they give you a cash loan for it after appraising its value. Why would you require cash from us? Why?
Because...
There is no because. See that word above your head, Michael?
Fiction.
Total fiction. You tracked the pages, didn't you? In the shadows you saw where they were taken, and you needed to buy them back after somebody else stole them. I knew that, and that is why I sent an irregular to assist.
No. So I pawned them.
Lies,
right?
lies.
He was buying them back. Because you... The guilt, right?
It ate him up.
Yes, well, I would have hoped that the guilt monster was feasting rather nicely on some others in this room, not just Michael, for goodness sake.
What does that mean, exactly?
George Burnwell.
Yes?
You were at the reading, weren't you? George.
Yes, I was, yes.
How was it?
Yes, it was good. It was great to see.
What did you think of the villainous Captain Thurlow in the story?
Sorry?
I'm testing your recollection of the story. Was Captain Thurlow very tall or very short? Do you remember? He had those iconic braces to keep his trousers up, if that jogs your memory.
Yeah, the braces. Was he short or was he tall? Because I don't know the work that well, I find it hard to follow the...
Do you remember what war Captain Thurlow had returned from? To face down Huckton after murdering Beryl?
Murdering Beryl... Beryl Coronet, of course. That was the...
Remember his sunburn?
The Boer. The Boer War.
Well done, Mr. George Burnwell, OBE.
Thank you.
You cracked the case for us.
Have I?
There is no Captain Thurlow, and the Beryl Coronet was a crown, not a woman named Beryl, you fool.
Fuck this.
Whoa, fire exit!
I have reactivated that door, Mr. Burnwell, and I have switched the alleyway security cameras back on after your accomplice turned them off last night. Push the door, the alarms will sound, and you will be spotted leaving, treading in the same iced footsteps you left just 20 hours ago.
You are trying to embarrass me in front of...
The woman you love.
You are just... I know what you're trying to do.
My job, Mr. Burnwell.
He confessed, didn't he? Michael Holder confessed, all right?
Yes, but not to protect you. To protect his niece.
What?
Dad? I just want to say...
She wants to say she's bonking your buyer and conspired with said buyer to steal your treasured manuscript so her high-flying heartthrob here would save himself 3 million quid. That'd get the morally questionable moneylenders off his back, and the best part is neither her nor him would ever be implicated. He's apparently vastly wealthy, and why would a buyer steal his own purchase? No motive, and a perfect suspect, the criminal brother. He would be rearrested and cut out the Holder book's ownership for good, uninherited from the family shop, outmatched by his brilliant niece, and I suppose... giving you the benefit of the doubt, not that you deserve it, I would rather hope you had your fingers crossed for your father to receive an insurance payout for the manuscript theft. A win-win-win scenario.
Michelle.
Dad, please.
George Burnwell was present for some of the reading, but he snuck out to the alleyway behind this shop in anticipation of the speech. The poor fellow had to wait out in the cold for some time due to proceedings overrunning. No one was aware, of course, as his accomplice here, the industrious shop manager Michelle Holder, had disabled the fire exit and security camera. Her next act was somewhat more damning and required a little footwear change. My colleague spotted some high heels hidden amongst the shelves when we first entered this evening. They were slipped off and hidden there as trainers were preferred for this task. The backs were turned, all facing the Hucktonian Society speech. The glass case was lifted and the manuscript was walked right out of that very exit to the waiting Mr. Burnwell at the end of the alley. Michael here spotted everything from his vantage point and sprinted after George. If you follow their footprints up St. Martin's Street, they both then head down King's Mews, where Burnwell slipped over and they met in confrontation. Michael got that shiner there, and Burnwell has the bruising on his knuckles. Michael wouldn't give up. They wrestled further before the manuscript was torn from George's hands, or at least most of it was. Mr. Philanthropist here sprinted away with the meagre 3 pages as the various Mews households woke startled. Burnwell no doubt reassured his benefactor, whoever that may be, that the rest would be on the way. Michael returned what was left, misplaced the glass case, and was spotted by his brother.
Jesus Christ.
You then set about your work immediately, didn't you, Michael? Where would Burnwell go? Well, you know his tastes for a gamble or two as well, don't you? In your circles, the Burnwell name is well known. Well, I have operatives in those areas too, Michael, and together we were able to track down the pages. Where he had quickly given them to his less than favourable associates, George had delivered them and sprinted, and I mean sprinted, back here, just in time to round off his alibi. He was here for the reading. Nobody saw him leave. Who would ever assume he had left, especially if he poses for a photo? Of course, a man that has been sprinting in the freezing cold does display such things. He finally did display a blush. Observe the pinking on his cheeks, the red prickling on the tip of his nose, beads of sweat sparkling under the display lights. There's the trainers there of Miss Holder. They don't quite go with the dress, but maybe that's just me. Burnwell came in today to complete his performance, to gawp in shock that his multi-million-pound purchase was taken away from him, and his cause. You are, if only in name, a man of charity, Mr. Burnwell. But the only charitable act in the last 24 hours has been that of Michael Holder here, protecting his niece and defending his brother's reputation and beloved business. Now, if you don't mind, I would very much like to get back to my flat. Our dog needs a wee, my doctor needs some sleep, and I rather fancy a spell on my violin. For payment of our services, I will be taking this. Carthan L. Munley's A Practical Compendium of Cordage, Rope-Making and Twine.
Yes, that's okay.
Thank you very much. And this tote bag.
Yes.
This is the one, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I quite like the one with the bike and the flowers.
This one as well.
That's fine.
Good evening. Watson, call Hopkins.
Will do, mate.
Yes, let's go crack another. Somebody's on a roll.
He certainly is. Amazing work. Although, you said go back to the flat and play violin, but you mean solve a murder. Hey, Hopkins.
Hiya, mate. You on your way?
Yeah, we finally are. Hey!
We are not, Hopkins. Head to Holder's Books on Morton Street. Arrest George Burnwell and Michelle Holder. Mariana will explain in an email.
Sherlock, just hold on a second.
Sorry. What the hell are you doing?
Going home to play my violin. I just said that in there.
Sherlock, the murder, man strangled by a dog lead.
I told you. It was the preeminent work, Watson.
Sorry, what is...
The whole reason we were in that bloody shop, for goodness sake.
Am I typing this email or not?
Yes, you are. Carthan L. Munley's A Practical Compendium of Cordage, Rope-Making and Twine.
God's sake.
Page 215. Right there.
The bell ringer's rope is of sound hemp, 10 to 12 lines.
Just under an inch. Continue.
In thickness, wrought of woolen yarn, tightly bound without slack or foul twist.
Bell ringer's rope. The Sally, to be precise. No dog leads are made of wool. That type of fibre was found on his skin. It'll be from North Lambeth Parish, hence the blue dye staining. St. Frederick's on Wavertree Road is not mechanical. The bells are rung by hand. The church warden is Charles Ryan, known to you as...
The dog poo bag murder man.
The dog poo bag murder man. His dog Muffin was tied up outside. Charles was inside, where he was then strangled in the church by this man, Sammy Christopoulos, who threatened to do just that to him in a parish council meeting, fortunately recorded and posted 4 months ago.
And you stupid fucking dog! And I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Oh.
Sammy took the body of Charles out the church, grabbed Muffin the dog by the lead, threw them both into the shrubbery of the neighbouring park. I would venture he tied it around his neck as a potential investigation lead, no pun intended, then the bag over the head, possibly to camouflage, but most likely for that same red herring. You look stumped, Watson. Have a read. It'll all become clear.
Yeah, I doubt that, mate.
Well, have a read all the same. I'm sure you'll find it thoroughly entertaining.
Yeah. I doubt that, mate. Thoughts? Was that okay? We did some other cases, but they weren't really right for the show, so that's all I had. Get in touch, let me know if you liked it. And just don't let me know if you didn't like it. You can keep that thought to yourself. Bye.
Hi there, everybody. It's Dominic Sambrook here from The Rest is History.
And Gordon Carrera from The Rest is Classified.
Now, over the last month or so, the regime in the Islamic Republic of Iran has been pushed to the edge, having seen the largest protests for a generation ripping across the country. Tens of thousands of people have been killed by the Ayatollah's forces since the uprising began, and a lot of people outside Iran are asking, is this the beginning of the next Iranian revolution?
And Goalhanger is covering every element of this. On The Rest is Classified, David and I have looked at the role of intelligence agencies in this conflict. With the internet blackouts and so much unknown, we've been looking at whether spies are best placed to judge whether the regime is truly at risk of falling.
Now, on The Rest is History, we have been looking at the origins of the Iranian regime, at the 1979 Iranian Revolution, which saw the fall of the last Shah and his replacement by the rule of the Ayatollahs. Now, given that the last Shah's son is being touted abroad as the man who might, just might, save Iran, you can't understand what is happening now without understanding what happened back then at the end of the 1970s.
But it's not just our own two podcasts that are covering Iran. If you want to know whether Donald Trump's military build-up in the region means it's likely he's going to wade in and force regime change, hear Alistair Campbell and Rory Stewart cover the latest developments in The Rest is Politics.
And our dear friends at The Rest is Money have been looking at the economic collapse, the corruption and the impact of the sanctions that have been eating away its social cohesion in Iran over recent years and have pushed so many people onto the streets.
And on Empire, they've been looking at the similarities and differences between 1979 and today. How is it that a country that less than 50 years ago forced the Shah out of power is now seeing crowds chanting, "Long live the Shah"?
So whatever happens next to the people of Iran and to all those brave souls who've turned out on the streets to protest, stay tuned to Goalhanger for all the context and the answers and the analysis that you need. Find The Rest is History, The Rest is Classified, Empire, The Rest is Politics, and The Rest is Money, wherever you get your podcasts.